In 2026, perfect storm is gathering around XRP. We're witnessing major technology upgrades poised to deliver institutional-grade privacy and DeFi. A new stablecoin is gaining serious traction, and the demand for a US spot XRP ETF is growing louder every single day. The question is this powerful combination of technology and regulatory momentum the final catalyst XRP needs to reach new all-time highs? We're going to break down the technology, the timeline, and what it could all mean for the price. Welcome to Generational Wealth, your pathway from knowledge to legacy. For years, XRP's narrative has been dominated by its legal battle with the SEC and its mission to revolutionize cross-border payments. With that lawsuit largely in the rearview mirror, the conversation is finally shifting. However, attracting significant institutional capital requires more than just legal victories. It demands superior technology, deeper liquidity, and undeniable regulatory compliance across the globe. The core challenge was straightforward. While the XRP Ledger has always been remarkably fast and efficient, it lacked the advanced features that have drawn developers and substantial value to ecosystems like Ethereum. It was a world-class sprinter in a race that now demands far more versatility. That is precisely what the 2026 roadmap is designed to address, transforming XRP from a specialized payment tool into a comprehensive financial powerhouse. The first, and arguably the most significant catalyst, is a massive technological overhaul of the XRP Ledger. RippleX is rolling out a suite of upgrades that introduce some game-changing capabilities. The main event is the introduction of programmable privacy through zero-knowledge proofs, or ZK proofs. To put it simply, ZK technology allows the network to verify that a transaction is valid without revealing sensitive details such as the sender, receiver, or amount. For financial institutions that cannot broadcast their strategic movements on a public ledger, this is an essential feature. Beyond privacy, the upgrades are also set to integrate a full suite of DeFi tools, such as on-chain lending, directly onto the ledger. When you combine this with enhanced developer tools and the ability to interoperate with other blockchains like Ethereum, you create a serious contender in the decentralized finance market. For the first time, the XRPL is truly positioned to compete on all fronts, leveraging its inherent advantages of speed and low cost to attract applications that go far beyond simple payments. Technology is a powerful force, but without a clear regulated path to market, its impact is limited. In 2026, Ripple's long-standing compliance-first strategy is visibly yielding results. On January 14, 2026, the company announced it had secured preliminary approval for an electronic money institution, or EMI, license in Luxembourg. This is a major development because Luxembourg is a key financial hub in the EU, serves as a gateway for Europe's new MiCA regulations for crypto assets. Once fully authorized, this EMI license will function like a passport, enabling Ripple to provide regulated payment services across all 30 countries in the European Economic Area without needing individual approvals. This follows Ripple securing a full EMI license and crypto asset registration in the UK in early January 2026, with over 75 licenses globally. Ripple has constructed a regulatory moat that makes XRP a considerably safer proposition for the very institutions it aims to attract, placing it miles ahead of its competitors. If you're getting value from this analysis, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. We track these developments every week, and you won't want to miss what happens next as all these pieces continue to fall into place. The new technology and regulatory green lights are setting the stage perfectly for the next two catalysts: the RLUSD stablecoin and the potential for a spot XRP ETF in the US. Ripple's stablecoin, RLUSD, which originally launched in December 2024, is now expanding its influence. Backed by US dollar deposits and government bonds under the strict supervision of the New York Department of Financial Services, the stablecoin has already grown to a supply of over $1 billion. Recent rumors also indicate that BlackRock is now using RLUSD as collateral for its tokenized funds, a massive vote of confidence. The new European licenses mean RLUSD can be utilized in a regulated manner, creating a 24/7 bridge between traditional finance and the XRP Ledger. It is the fuel for the payments engine that Ripple has spent years building, Meanwhile, the conversation around a spot XRP ETF in the US is impossible to ignore. While a major player like BlackRock has not officially filed an application, there is growing speculation they could enter the race in 2026. More importantly, spot XRP ETFs are already live and trading in the US, having launched in late 2025. As of mid-January 2026, these ETFs have attracted total net assets of over $1.56 billion. It's demonstrating a clear and steady appetite from institutional investors for regulated XRP exposure. So you have game-changing technology, landmark regulatory clarity, a native stablecoin, unlocking new utility, and institutional money flowing in through ETFs. This is the perfect storm we spoke of at the beginning. Analysts view 2026 as a pivotal year, one where XRP could finally transition from a speculative asset to a core piece of market infrastructure. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. ETF inflows could slow, and the DeFi space is brutally competitive. But the positive developments are difficult to deny. The price has already begun to respond, rallying approximately 25% in the first weeks of 2026, and holding above the key $2 level. Analyst predictions for 2026 vary widely, with some calling for targets between $3 and $8, and Standard Chartered suggesting it could reach $8 by the end of the year. What do you think? Are these catalysts enough to finally send XRP to a new all-time high? Let me know down in the comments. The story for XRP is changing in a fundamental way. The convergence of 2026's tech upgrades with privacy and DeFi, major regulatory victories in Europe, and the powerful liquidity coming from the RLUSD stablecoin and spot ETFs creates a situation we have never seen before. XRP is making a serious play to become a multifaceted blockchain, building upon its foundation of compliance and speed. The game is changing, and XRP is holding a very strong hand. We do a crypto news video every morning and a deep dive every afternoon. Let us know in the comments any subjects you'd like us to cover. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the crypto space. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only, and not financial or investment advice. Crypto is volatile. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Do your own research.